Hey everybody, this is Stinky Mabreezy. We're coming at you with another JLPT N4 reading Mojo Magibi. So we're on the next question. It's been a while, hasn't it? The last one we talked about was ice cream, and that was like a year ago. I've been busy doing other stuff, like getting 30 views on each one of my videos. This one is about a memo. It says Nihongo Gakko de. This is at a Japanese school, I guess. Teaching Japanese. Notice that's Japanese, like the language, and then Gakko is school. De, so the place of location is De. Takada sensei no tsukue no ue ni kono memo ga arimasu. Alright, X ga arimasu. There is something. Kono memo ga, so this memo. Ue ni, the ni particle tells us where a thing arimasu is, where a thing is. Tsukue no ue ni, on top of a desk. Takada sensei no tsukue no ue ni, on top of a top. Takada sensei's desk. There is a memo. This memo. Okay, this memo. It's not that exciting. It's pretty not exciting, to be quite honest. But let's go ahead and read it anyway. I mean, I got you here. Takada sensei. I love it's a Miso Kojo. The factory of miso. I wonder if it actually is a miso factory. Maybe that's what they mean. I thought maybe that when I first read this, I thought maybe it was like the name of a factory, but maybe they make miso. I wonder if Kojos are what make misos. Anyway, miso kojo no Hayashi-san kara denwa ga arimashita. All right, again we have a blank ga arimashita. So denwa, that doesn't literally mean a phone. They mean a phone call here. It's not like there was a phone. Ga arimashita, there was a phone call. And then it says Miso Kojo no Hayashi-san kara. So from kara, and then the noun is Miso Kojo no Hayashi-san, the noun phrase, and it means Hayashi of the Miso Kojo. So the miso factory's Hayashi. There was a telephone call from that guy. Ichinichi, actually this should be Ichigatsu. My brain's not working. Ichigatsu ni kojo kengaku ga dekiru no wa 19日木10時11時と10時、11時と26日木12時、14時、15時だそうです。Alright. The ending "sodus" just means it would seem like, it appears like. That's the way it's looking. And that's only if we have a clause ending before "sodus," okay? Things that end clauses are the copula, so da, like we see here. Just straight up an E adjective, so E adjective. If the E adjective doesn't have its final E, then, and it has the soda, so it's, instead of saying oishii sodas, that would be it looks like it's delicious, or that would be it seems like it's delicious, I've heard that it's delicious, or something like that. But if that E is gone and it's oishiso, that means that it appears delicious. So be wary of that small little E at the very end. Anyway, E adjective followed by sodes, verb followed by sodes, or noun or not adjective followed by da sodes, which I just said the first one. So clause ender followed by sodes means hearsay. I've heard that, or it would appear that this is the way it is, something like that. Okay, so he has 2 dates listed, and with each one of those dates, he has 2 times. 19 nichi, which is the 19th, which is also a Thursday. 10 or 11. So 10 or 11 on the 19th. To, so and 26 nichi, the 26th. 14 and 15, that's 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the PM. So they're talking about times and dates. And then, but what are we talking about? What are these times and dates important for? This is Ichigatsu ni, in the first, so January. Kojo kengaku. Kengaku, this is a field trip, or some sort of a study abroad. Not abroad, but, going to a location outside of school and checking out and learning. So, kojo kengaku ga dekiru. So, able to do a factory field trip. Gadekiru no wa. And then notice how the no particle here, it's not actually a particle. It turns all this into a noun. So this is the being able to do a field trip to the factory in January. So when we put a no after either again a clause ender like a verb or an E adjective, we would never do it after like a noun because a noun is already a noun. and we add that no, it turns it into a noun. It's a nominalizer. We call that nominalization. So this all turns into a noun. Being able to, being able to do the field trip to the factory in January, the 19th at 10:11, and the 26th from 2 or from 3. Da so desu. It would appear that that's what it is. So the ability to do this seems to be these times. So notice how like the subject kind of doesn't even really exist. I mean, it does, his ability, but like there's no whose ability is what I'm trying to get at. Whose ability? Are we talking about the factory people's ability to have people over, or our ability to do it? We don't actually know for sure. I mean, we do know. Obviously, it's the factory's ability to do this, because it just wouldn't make sense otherwise, right? It wouldn't make sense otherwise for it not to be the factory is able to let us in here. So just beware that we only know that through context. We only know that through context. The only reason why we know that it's Hayashi-san from the Miso factory that's telling Takada Sensei that we're able to do that he's able to do at this time is that Hayashi's able to do it at that time is that just pure context. Like that's all that we know. All right, then it ends with kengaku no hi to jikan ga kimatta ra denwa ga hoshii to ittemashita. All right, denwa ga hoshii. Somebody would like denwa. Again, that means phone call, not a phone. It's not like he's saying, "Hey, can you get me a phone?" Denwa ga hoshii to ittemasu. To itemashita would be he had said, he was saying, he had said that he would like a phone call. Okay, but this has a conditional attached to it. I can't highlight very well unless I do. Okay, so it looks like I can't even highlight. Okay, so we have a conditional. This tara right here, that is a symbol of an ending. So we put a plain form verb. I mean, I guess it could be any verb, really. I guess you could do a mas tara. Anyway, in the past tense form, followed by ra, and you can even do this for e adjectives. If you do that, if you add the ra to a past tense, it turns it into an if or a when, and notice how those actually are somewhat similar. So let's translate it as if first and see what happens. Okay, so a jikan ga kimattara. So if the time and then kimaru is to decide. Is X decide. So the time is decided upon. If the time is decided upon, he would like a phone call to itemashita. Kengaku no hi to. So the field trip day to jikan and the time ga kimattara. So notice how the subject of the sentence is kengaku to hi to jikan. So the day and the time of the field trip ga kimattara, when they're decided upon, obviously it works better as when they're decided upon, denwa ga hoshii to itemashita. He was saying that he would like the phone call when, I wish I could highlight there, when the date and time are decided. The reason why it's not when you decide is because when X decides upon something, that'd be kimeru. But when X is decided, that'd be kimaru, transitive, intransitive. So we have a video, fancy language words series that this beautiful man before you. Where? That's a joke. I'm ugly. So that this guy, Evan, made for you. And it talks about transitivity. So look up the transitivity video if you're confused about that. Or if you're confused about what a clause, a sentence, things like that. I have a video series called Fancy Language Words. Okay. Iku hito no kazu mo oshiete moraitai sou desu. All right. That is a lot of verb ending. First off, iku hito. Iku goes into a noun. So these are people who will go. So we translate when we have a verb going before, actually when we have any clause, really. When we have any clause going in front of a noun, we can translate it as, well, usually we can translate it as the noun that whatever the clause is. So the people who will go. Iku means unfinished going. So the people who will go. The people who will go no kazu, so the number of the people who will go, mo, as well, that too, oshiete moraitai sou desu. Again, we have a clause, so oshiete moraitai, that's a tai wants to. The tai ending of a verb of all this is Whenever you see a verb ending in the tai form, stem plus tai, that is I want to, somebody wants to. Tai sodes. Notice the sodes again, just like we have up here, da sodes. So it would appear like, it seems like it would appear like, oshiete moraitai. So, iku hito no kazu mo oshiete moraitai. Okay, so oshiete, to teach or to tell. Moraitai, the te plus morao form means whoever the subject is would like somebody else to do something for them. They would like to have somebody do something. So just say that one more time. Whoever the subject is, he would like somebody else, most likely explained with a ni particle, to do something for him. We translate this frequently, this te morao form, very frequently as have someone do for you. Have someone do for me. I would like someone to do something for me. And that is the te morao form. So I would like somebody to do something. I'll have him do something. So, iku hito no kazu mo oshiete moraitai. So, what's the guy's name? Hayashi? Hayashi, notice the tai, wants oshiete morao. Oh, it's oshiete moraitai, but the actual base is oshiete morao. He would like, notice the would like, he wants you to do this for him. He wants you to, then the do, instead of do, we're going to say he wants you to tell. He wants you to tell. What does he want you to tell him? He wants you to tell him the number of the people who will go. Okay, so as the sentence with all the stuff in there, it would be, what's his name? So we could rewrite the sentence as Hayashi-san wa Takada sensei ni iku hito no kazu mo oshiete moraitai so desu. And then the so desu is just, it would seem like that. All right, then the date is 12 gatsu 1日 10時 20分 himaru. Okay, so himaru at 10:20 in the morning on December 1st gave Takada this message. I don't know who this is. We don't know. All right, but that's what's going on in this memo. Let's check out the question. The question is, kono memo yonde, having read this memo, or so the te form, having done whatever comes before it. Takada sensei wa, chief subject. So Takada sensei is the meat and potato subject. Hayashi-san ni, to Hayashi-san. I haven't read, I have read it, but I forget what it is. It's going to be a verb of communication. Yep, shiraseru. Shiraseru is to let somebody know, to tell someone. So similar to oshieru, but it's there's a slight semantic difference, but I mean, generally it means the same thing as oshieru. So, Takada sensei wa, Hayashi sensei ni, that is to whom Takada sensei will inform. Nani o shirase nakerebara narimasen ka? So the nani o to what will. So, shiraseru, however, this is a negative, shirase na. The conditional shirase of the negative is shirase nakereba, and then we have narimasen. This pattern means what must they do? What should they do? What do they need to do? So, having read this memo, what must Takada-san tell or let Mr. Hayashi know? Okay, we got Koujou kengaku ni iku hito no kazu dake. Okay, so we basically see this. Koujou kengaku is the factory field trip. Ni, to, iku hito. So once again, iku hito is being modified by Koujou kengaku ni iku. So the people who will go on the field trip, no kazu, which would be the number, and then dake, only the number of people who will go on the field trip. And then we have Koujou kengaku ni iku hi to jikan dake. So only the time and the date. And then notice how those are both being modified by kengaku ni iku. So the day and time that people, it doesn't say people, but people will go, that we will go to the field trip. Dake, only that information. So we already know that's wrong. Actually, it's both of those. It's actually both of those. So up here we have, these are the dates. I wish I could highlight better. Anyway, so these are the dates that are available to him. And then when you have the time decided, let him know. Also, at the very end, iku hito no kazu mo oshite moraetai. He would also like you to tell him how many people will go. So how many people will go on what day. And that's number 3. Kojo kengaku ni iku hi to jikan to iku hito no kazu. So the date and time that you will go to the factory, and the to particle here, and the number of people who will go. Iku hito no kazu, we already saw that pattern. So the correct answer is number 3. But let's check out number 4. Kojo kengaku ni iku hi to jikan ga itsu goro kimaru ka. All right, so notice how this gets a ga particle. So the time and date that you will go on the field trip, ga itsu goro kimaru ka, about when kimaru, it will be decided. So does he want to know, does Mr. Takada have to tell Hayashi about when the time that he will decide the time and date? That's obviously not what he wants. He wants to know when they will go and how many people will go. And there you go. I hope this will get more than 20 views, and you can do your part by helping me out by hitting the subscribe, the thumbs up, and share it with all your friends. Let everybody know. Comment, leave a comment, tell me I'm ugly. And if you want to support me even more, join Patreon, PayPal, or just watch the video at the end of the outro. Hey, I'll shut up. Have a great day. Peace out. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you like, subscribe, and share this video to everybody you know and yell at them repeatedly until they subscribe as well. If you'd like to support me even more, head on over to patreon.com, where for just $1 a month, 3 cents a day, that's it, it's darn near free, you can help me financially keep these videos coming. And as a reward for your Patreon donations, you get access to all of the miscellaneous things that I produce to help out my own students who I teach in person, and also just things that I make for myself. And if you want a little bit more bang for your buck, head on over to Teespring, where you can get lots of fun clothing, mugs, stickers, cell phone cases, all that I've designed. More designs to come. I hope you have yourself a happy dappy day. Peace out.